What if I told you that one of the NBA's most revolutionary moves, the Eurostep, was popularized by a player who wasn't even born in the United States? Manu Ginobili, a name that might not have been on everyone's radar at first, became one of the most enigmatic figures in basketball history. How did this Argentine guard, seemingly plucked from obscurity, redefine the sport? What was it about his game that left even the greats like Kobe Bryant and LeBron James in awe? This is the story of a man who defied expectations, revolutionized the game, and inspired a generation. Manuel Manu Ginobili was born on July 28, 1977 in Bahia Blanca, Argentina, a city known for its strong basketball culture. Growing up in a basketball household, his brothers also played. Ginobili was destined for the court, and his father was a coach. He showed early on a rare mix of agility, inventiveness, and an intense love of the game, but his constant work ethic and drive to get better distinguished him from just his ability. Early on, Manu developed his abilities in the Argentine leagues, where he became well known very rapidly. Scouts in Europe were drawn to his natural grasp of the game and dramatic flair. At 21, Ginobili signed with Viola Reggio Calabria of Italy in 1998. He started displaying the whole spectrum of his skills here, stunning spectators with his speed, court vision, and variety of unusual moves. Manu had an absolutely amazing time in Italy. 2 seasons of playing for Viola Reggio Calabria preceded his move to Kinder Bologna, one of Europe's top teams. Ginobili really came to shine in Bologna, guiding the team to many triumphs and compiling personal honors along the way. Declared the Italian League MVP in 2001, he guided Kinder Bologna to the EuroLeague Championship, confirming his reputation as one of the top players outside the NBA. No one missed Ginobili's success in Europe. Originally drafted 57th overall in the 1999 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs kept him in Europe to hone his game. He was a seasoned professional with a winning pedigree by the time he signed on with the Spurs in 2002. The NBA was going to see a player arrive who would redefine what it meant to be a shooting guard. Though it wasn't without difficulties, Manu Ginobili's move to the NBA was absolutely transformative. Nothing he had seen in Europe matched the physicality, speed, and intensity of the NBA game. Competition was tougher, and the players were bigger, faster, and stronger. But Manu Ginobili was never one to back off from a challenge. Having been selected as a rather unknown 57th pick in the 1999 NBA Draft, he arrived in San Antonio in 2002 with a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. Legendary coach Greg Popovich helped Ginobili rapidly pick up the demands of the NBA. Popovich gave Ginobili the freedom to play his game, even if it deviated from the usual, since he appreciated his special ability set. Manu outmatched opponents with his agility, inventiveness, and high basketball IQ, spotting angles and opportunities others might have missed. With his aggressive drives to the basket, clutch shooting, and relentless defense, Ginobili's rookie season saw him progressively getting more playing time and displaying hints of his potential. Manu did, however, really declare his arrival on the largest stage during the 2003 NBA playoffs. Ginobili had a breakthrough performance in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals against the Dallas Mavericks, scoring 21 points off the bench, hitting vital shots, and generating a defensive spark that helped the Spurs move to the NBA Finals. Ginobili's tenacity on defense as he guarded far bigger players and his bold drives to the hoop, often twisting his body to avoid defenders, were evident in the 2003 finals against the New Jersey Nets. During the finals, he averaged 9.4 points per game, including a crucial 12-point performance in the decisive Game 6 when the Spurs won the championship. Manu's contributions were vital in ensuring the Spurs' second NBA championship, and he had lately become an indispensable component of their puzzle. His NBA legacy started when his bold attitude toward the game and original style of play attracted the attention of the whole league. Manu Ginobili made one of the most important contributions to the NBA by popularizing the Eurostep, an action that would permanently alter the game of basketball. Perfected during his years of playing in Europe, the Eurostep let Ginobili negotiate defenders with deceptive footwork, generating scoring opportunities where none appeared to exist. This action, which entails a rapid change of direction while driving to the basket, came to represent Ginobili and was shortly embraced by players all around the league, including stars like James Harden and Dwayne Wade. Still, Manu's vast toolkit included the Eurostep as only one weapon. On the court, Ginobili was a maestro. He could thread the needle through the tightest of spaces, making impossible passes and locate open colleagues with perfect accuracy. His remarkable court vision let him see plays evolve before they ever happened. From a behind-the-back pass assist to Tony Parker to a no-look pass to a cutting Tim Duncan, Ginobili's passing was as entertaining as it was successful. Ginobili was also known for his clutch three-point shooting. He was adept at hitting big shots when his team most needed them, whether that meant a pull-up three in transition or a catch-and-shoot dagger in the last seconds. Against the Miami Heat in Game 5 of the 2013 NBA Finals, one of his most unforgettable three-pointers came from a vital shot he drilled in overtime that helped the Spurs lead the series 3-2. Then there were the acrobatic finishes around the rim, another Ginobili signature. Manu could bend his body mid-air, absorbing contact and completing it with either hand, though real fans know he clearly preferred one. Often, his bold drives to the basket produced amazing layups that astounded both supporters and opponents. Along with his unrelenting energy and unpredictability, these actions made Ginobili among the most exciting players to see in the NBA. When Manu had the ball, opponents never knew what to expect. Hence, his game developed to be erratic. It's impossible to overlook Manu Ginobili's influence on the San Antonio Spurs or his part in the team's 2000s and early 2010s success. Along with Tim Duncan and Tony Parker, Ginobili laid the foundation of one of the most successful and long-lasting dynasties in the NBA history. With Ginobili playing a key role in each title run, this trio guided the Spurs to 4 NBA championships in 2003, 2005, 2007, and 2014. For Ginobili, especially the 2005 season was noteworthy. He was at his best that year, making his first NBA All-Star selection and averaging 16 points per game, making him the second leading scorer for the Spurs. He gave quite a performance against the Detroit Pistons in the 2005 NBA Finals. Ginobili had a clutch 19-point performance in Game 1, which let the Spurs lead the series early. With an average of 18.7 points per game and a defensive spark that helped the Spurs win their third NBA title, he displayed his versatility throughout the finals. Ginobili and the Spurs maintained their supremacy in 2007, winning their third championship. With a 58-24 regular season record, the 2007 Spurs team was a powerhouse, and Ginobili was instrumental in their success. Over the playoffs, he averaged 16.5 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game, displaying his all-around game. The Spurs' triumph in the finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers owed much to Ginobili's performance. In Game 1, he scored 20 points and dished out 5 assists, and he kept his high degree of play all through the series, enabling the Spurs to sweep the series against the young LeBron. The 2014 season marked Ginobili's last championship in his career. The 2014 Spurs were known for their great team chemistry and ball movement, and Ginobili was a key component of that success. Manu's performance in the finals against the Miami Heat was classic for his career. A mix of genius and tenacity, Ginobili helped the Spurs claim their 5th NBA title by scoring 16 points and dishing out 6 assists in Game 5, securing a clear 104-87 triumph. With his clutch plays and leadership driving the Spurs' victory, the performance highlighted the pinnacle of Ginobili's career successes. Ginobili was carving his name into basketball legend on the international scene even as he was generating waves in the NBA. Representing Argentina, Ginobili guided his nation to a remarkable gold medal triumph in the 2004 Athens Olympics. Not only for Argentina, but also for worldwide basketball, this victory was historic since it was the first time a team other than the United States had claimed gold since the NBA supremacy started. Argentina stunned the United States Dream Team, which featured an outstanding roster of NBA stars in the semifinals, creating a historic upset. With 29 points in a series of brilliant plays, Ginobili was crucial in this astonishing triumph. Showcasing his skill, toughness, and ability to rise to the occasion, his performance against the United States was a masterclass in international basketball. The triumph of Argentina attested to Ginobili's influence on the game since he proved he could shine among the top players worldwide. Manu Ginobili changed from a vibrant scorer into a seasoned leader as his career developed. The Spurs would benefit from his great awareness of the game, unassuming nature, and dedication to the success of the team. Starting or coming off the bench, Ginobili embraced his responsibility with professionalism and diligence, always putting the objectives of the team above his own. Ginobili's second NBA All-Star honors in 2011 were evidence of his brilliance and influence on the game. His performance on the 2011-2012 campaign mirrored his development as a player. He made a major contribution to the Spurs' success, averaging 17.4 points, 3.7 rebounds and 5.0 assists per game. In the playoffs, where his experience and composure helped the Spurs reach the Western Conference Finals, his leadership was especially clear-cut. Ginobili was remarkably good at adjusting his game as he grew older. Manu, who was known in his younger years for his explosive agility and unrelenting drive, changed as his career developed into a more strategic and cerebral player. By 2014, Ginobili had perfected the skill of juggling his scoring with coaching and mentoring the younger team members. His knowledge of the game helped him maximize his influence, even as his physical capacity started to drop. As mentioned before, Ginobili was absolutely instrumental in guiding the Spurs toward their 5th NBA title in the 2013-2014 season. He scored 15.0 points, grabbed 4.0 rebounds, and had 4.4 assists per game over the regular season. In the playoffs, his experience and smart thinking were especially priceless. Ginobili's performance in the finals against the Miami Heat was the ideal fusion of strategic playmaking and scoring ability. Over the finals, he scored 14.0 points, grabbed 4.0 rebounds, and handed out 4.0 assists apiece. Securing the championship was much aided by his clutch performance in Game 5, in which he scored 16 points and dished out 6 assists. Beyond the court, Ginobili led as well. He started guiding younger players like Patty Mills and Kawhi Leonard so they might grow in their abilities to grasp the subtleties of the NBA. Whether starting or coming off the bench, his flexibility in changing his position demonstrated his selflessness and dedication to the team's success. As Ginobili personified the values of diligence, tenacity, and unselfishness, he had a significant impact on Spurs culture. Fans and fellow players both showed great respect for Manu Ginobili during his last years in the NBA. Everyone knew Ginobili's contributions to the game as his career drew to an end. He was a mentor, a leader, and a representation of what it meant to play the game with passion and integrity. Ginobili stayed vital to the Spurs' success even as his career came to an end. Though marked by more injury concerns and a diminished role, Ginobili made major contributions when called upon in the 2016-2017 season. His continuing influence on the game was demonstrated by his capacity for key plays and consistent leadership. After 16 seasons with the San Antonio Spurs, Ginobili retired in 2018. Few could equal his legacy. He finished his career with over 14,000 points, 4,000 assists, and 1,300 steals, numbers that only begin to tell the story of his impact. Manu's impact went beyond the numbers. He altered the way the game was played and motivated a fresh batch of players to welcome originality and flair. Manu Ginobili's journey from a 57th draft pick to an NBA legend is nothing short of extraordinary. Finishing his career with 4 NBA championships, a EuroLeague title, and an Olympic gold medal, Ginobili's evolution from a dynamic player to a seasoned leader highlights a legacy built on perseverance, skill, and passion. His remarkable achievements, including dominating at 6'6" and redefining the game with his signature moves, solidify his place among basketball's all-time greats. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Manu Ginobili's incredible career, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories from the world of sports. And be sure to check out our other videos, like the one about how the god of dribbling died tragically at 23 years of age. Keep exploring, keep learning, and stay tuned for more amazing content.